Hey everybody, and welcome. I said I would be on at 3 and it's actually 3:07. I had a little bit of technical difficulties, had to get everything set up, but it's still dark. I've tried lights. I don't know why it still look dark to me. I don't know. I know I'm a dark person, but hey, I got lights on. I don't know. I opened the curtains to get some light in and it's still anyway, um, what I'm here to talk about again, this is on the platform of Speaking from the Purple Couch YouTube channel. And it's about speaking and speaking those things that are going to be helpful, inspiring, uplifting, informative. Okay. So, I was trying to find a video I did. I don't know which channel it was on. Maybe it was on TikTok. I can't find the video right now, but I was talking about 2025 and that it equals 9. That's just the ninth year, year 9. And that means that, we know that the gestation timeline of giving birth is generally 9 months for humans. So I believe that there's going to be a birth, a rebirth. I believe it's maybe like a slow roll into this manifestation of it. But I do believe that some new things are going to come forth, not just for you personally, individually, but I think as a whole, as a collective, that there's some things that are going to, you know, be shaken up and be birthed that will be beneficial to the masses. Okay. So I know right now we're at this soft life or this um we're just going to lay back, relax and rest, and that is true. I believe that that's what we need to do because we really, and I'm talking about we really did what we thought was right. Last year we showed up and a lot of people didn't. And okay, that's what it is, and that's what we have to accept. But we as a people, like I've shared, we're melanated people and we have a power that others don't. So we just really need to learn how to activate that melanin within us, and so that we can show forth the the power. And there's power even in the silence. There's power even with us saying, we're sitting this one out, but we're not sitting. We're still actively doing something, but it's more on a spiritual level, on a spiritual level. So we just need to continue to increase our awareness, increase our power, and really learn how to go within to pull out what we need for any situation, because the power is within. And like I stated, this year is a year of birthing and also in creating. And so even though there's some things that seem like it's going awry, just for a moment, we are going to be lifting our vibration. And when we lift our vibration, it's going to break all this wickedness in high places. It's not going to last. They may think for a minute that they are going to prevail, but this is what I've been uh, reading every day, and I think it's something that you all should consider reading every day, uh, because it'll just continuously keep you on the path of hope and knowing that things will work out. Yes, it will, for the good, for the good of those who know what it is. Okay, Psalms 37. 1 through 9. Fret not yourself because of evildoers. Be not envious of wrongdoers. Trust in the Lord and do good. Delight yourself in God, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to God. Trust in Him, and He will act. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light, and you are the light, and your justice. Be still before God and wait patiently for Him. He is our Abba Father. wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices, evil deeds. Don't fret, don't fret. Fret not yourself, for the evildoers shall be cut off. In just a little while, the wicked will be no more. So all the wickedness in their devices, they're going to be cut off. And that's what we have to stand on and believe beyond anything, and even like this, everyone is talking about the Super Bowl uh, halftime show with Kendrick Lamar, and the symbolism and what it's representing and what it's saying and what it's speaking. I pray that we are awakened. We don't want to use that other word, quote unquote, but we are awakened to who we are and whose we are and what power we have and how we can make a change. And yet he said, cut off the TV, cut the TV off. And he said, game over, cut the television off, because now this is what I believe. The revolution will not be televised, but it will be social medias. Okay, I didn't make that up. Social medias, because we now have the ability through the internet, through social media, through our cell phones to really push and record what's going on in the streets that is not being shown on the national media platforms and outlets. Okay, but we see what is happening. What did we see in Ohio? You know, the wicked wanted to come through and thought they was doing something, but what happened? There were us who said, no, 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 not today, not today. This is not the 1940s. We here now are going to stand in our power, because we know who we are and whose we are and what power we have. So that's what I'm saying, even in our communities. Now, what we need to do, we need to stop hurting one another and unify against who is the one that is the oppressor, who is the one that is trying to take us down, who is the one who's trying to make us fearful of them. When no, 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 that's not happening. That's not going to happen. So yes, they say that the revolution will not be televised, but it's going to be social mediaized. So always keep your phone, keep your cameras on going, so that we can see and spread it out and show, to be encouraged, what we're doing in our communities to stand firm and stand in power, because we are empowered. We have to understand that they have tried to wipe out our history, wipe out who we were, the kings and queens that we are from. Yes, our ancestral heritage is from kings and queens. So we have to understand, that's why we speaking from the purple couch. Purple is royalty, and we are of royalty. And so I want you all to understand that when you speak as if you are a king, if you are a queen. Walk in that thing. Don't let nobody tell you that you are not who you are and who you came from. Don't let anybody make you think that you are not valuable, that you don't have a purpose, because you do. You do. And fight through whatever it is, even in your own mind, where you have been programmed to believe that you are not of value. There are a lot of things out here that will try to program us to believe that we're not who we think we are. But yes, we are. And more than that, what they say, we're bag of chips. We're more than a bag of chips, whatever that little saying is. That and a bag of chips, okay? And you can add some ice cream and some soda on the side. Yes, we are all that. And so that's why I want, it looked like my light is brightening up, okay? But I just want you to know, hey, let the light shine. Let the light shine. Shine from within, shine around. And that when you walk into a room, when you walk on the street, that people will know that you walk in power. You got this. Whatever situation you're going through, you going to make it. We got to pull from our ancestors. Look at what they went through. They went through a lot, and they overcame. That's where the song coming from. We shall overcome. Yes, we shall overcome, because we're overcomers. We're overcomers. God has given us the power to overcome. So walk in that thing. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Don't let nobody belittle you. Don't let anybody make you, you know, make yourself smaller than what you are, because you are great. You are great, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So understand that. Walk in that. Don't let nobody oppress you. Don't let nobody cause you to start doubting who you are and what you are. It's time out for that. It's time out for that. We are no longer doubters. We are believers. We are believers. And just like what Yeshua said, greater works we will do. So greater works we will do. And he tore down systems, okay? Especially these religious systems. He tore them down. He was like, they are clowning, and we're not for the clowning anymore. That's why a lot of us, a lot of our people, our community, we are so engulfed in religion, okay? We're so engulfed in the religious aspect of Christianity instead of walking in what Yeshua did, not really understanding and seeing what he did. He didn't play the games that these religious leaders played. That's why we don't have no power up in the church. We got 5 and 6 churches within a block span, and yet there's so many people suffering, yet so many people are lost, so many people have not risen to who they are and should be and walking in it, because there's no power in the church. And then we have the charlatans, and we have the false prophets and the teachers and the preachers who telling you, give your last dime to them so that you can hear from God, when you have that connection straight to God. And because we want to tickle our ears, and we always looking for a word from God instead of going to the word and seeking his face on our own, and studying to show ourselves approved on our own. We're waiting, and they know that. And that's why prophesy, what is that about? Everybody looking for a prophecy. Well, it's in the word, and God can give you your own prophecy. And if anybody gonna speak anything to you, it's usually a confirmation. And God, it's not for sale, okay? God's word is not for sale. And so when you have to sow a seed to get this, if you just want a donation, just ask for a donation. Don't be telling me to sow no seeds so I can get a word from God. No. And if God said give $1,000, no, he didn't. He did not. Okay, I'm telling you, he did not say that. And then a lot of y'all are getting y'all powers because y'all are warlocks. Okay, so you're getting it from a deceptive uh way, and all this other stuff that is not of God. So even whatever you're saying, it's not of God. Okay, so there are witches and warlocks that infiltrated the churches, and we are sitting up there under them and trying, thinking we're getting fed something good, but it's not good. So I am saying to you all, we need to get on top of first seeking God first in all things, developing our own personal relationship with God, understanding who we are and whose we are, understanding where we came from, that we came from the lineage and the ancestral line of kings and queens, and that we were the ones who actually showed how to do math and humanity and medicine and all that stuff. I don't care what people been telling us. We need to understand the true history. If you look into a lot of these caves and these inscriptions and these pictures that you see on in these ancient walls that they're discovering, look at what it is and accept that that is the truth, our truth. Okay. So I believe that a lot is coming out. I believe this is the year that we will get even more revelation. This is the year that there will be more exposure of those who are charlatans, who are false prophets, who are warlocks and witches. All that's going to be exposed, because we're about to come into our rightful place. Okay. We and all the the peeling of everything has to be peeled away. All of that nonsense have to be peeled away so that we can walk into who we are and who we've come to be. And that's the bottom line. So all it's going to be the separation of the wheat from the chaff, the sheep from the wolves. That's the separation. And then we will know who's who and who's really walking. These Christian nationalists that have been a part of this 2025 crap, okay? How are they really walking and believing what Yeshua said? How? Because they're not doing anything that he said. You are not loving your neighbor as yourself. Okay. He said when he was hungry, you did not feed me. What are you doing? You're taking away from people who are less fortunate. You're not looking out for the widows and the children. So where are you standing as far as really following Yeshua and really being a Christian and God's children? Come on now. All this is being uncovered. It's time out for all that. Okay. So now that we know in which direction we should be going, now that we know that we need to early in the morning or whenever you wake up, you need to make that connection. You need to meditate. You need to make sure that you are affirming who you are in the mirror, out the mirror, wherever, but make sure you're affirming who you are and then walk in that thing throughout the day. And yes, it's time for other communities to stand up and march and protest for what they need to, because we have done it. We have done it over and over and over again. The civil rights movement, who was doing that? Who was leading that? Who? And because of that, there were so many changes that it also helped a lot of other communities. And so now we tried again to warn and tell people this is what's going to happen. But what happened? They was coming against us. And now it's what is the FAFO time. Okay, well, let it be the FAFO time. But we are also going to be ones who are finding out who we are, and that how, even in our restful state, even in our state where we said, we're going to sit this one out, that we still walking in power, that things are still changing because our vibration is being lifted higher, because now we're focusing and unifying together. So let's continue on that vein. And I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day. And this is day number 10. And I said I would be here. I was here earlier, did a little short video. But again, now it's not about, oh, it's YouTube on easy mode and I'm just going to go and post because I was trying to say that I'm going to try this out to see if it works and if YouTube is going to change my numbers and I'll get more subscribers. But to me right now, I have to walk in what is really about me, what I'm called to do. And that's where I'm at and what I'm going to be doing. So if the numbers increase, they increase. If they don't, they don't. But I'm still going to use this platform to speak out and say whatever I'm led to say. And that's just it. Okay, I may not be the one who's copying what everybody's doing and what's trending. And sometimes you just have to go with what you've been called to do, what your purpose is. And it may not be a trend. It may not be what everyone else is doing. And that's it. I'll just be the one crying in the desert, in the wilderness, whatever, all alone. It's okay, because I just know what I've been called to do. And that's it. That's all. So be blessed and have a great Monday.